Fox's Den. We're at our new shore house. My name is Alexis.
I am Hunter/Suppressed Frog 69.
And this is...
My name is Harper.
Hi.
You're so cute. You're so cute. This is Bedtime Bookies Milk. Reading Little Red Riding Hood. So put on your comfy pajamas and get a snack. Remember, no pictures. You have to use your imagination.
All right, go ahead.
Here we go.
Come here.
Honey, you want to read the
Help
first
her out,
one?
huh?
Fine. All right. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived in a village near a forest. Whenever she went out, the little girl wore a red riding cloak. So, everyone in the village called her Little Red Riding Hood.
I want to do this part. One morning, Little Red Riding Hood asked her mother if she could go to visit her grandmother. It had been a while since they'd seen each other. Oh.
There's a good idea, her mother said, so they packed a nice basket for Little Red Riding Hood to take to her grandmother.
The basket was ready. The little girl put on her red clothing and kissed her mother goodbye. Straight to Grandma's house. I can't see. Her mother
Cautioned. Alright, you know what? I'll do this whole thing. Don't diddle along the way, and please don't talk to strangers. The woods are dangerous. Don't worry, Mommy, said Little Red Riding Hood. I'll be careful. But when Little Red Riding Hood noticed some lovely flowers in the woods, she forgot her promise to her mother. She picked up a few, watched the butterflies tilt about for a while, listened to the frogs croaking, and then picked a few more. Little Red Riding Hood was enjoying the warm summer days so much that she didn't notice a dark shadow approaching out of the forest behind her.
The fox is dead.
Yeah, we did that already. You missed it.
What are you doing out here, little girl? The wolf asked in a voice as friendly as he could. Everybody be quiet.
Roxy's getting comfy, right?
Yeah.
Just let her
You said get comfy and grab a snack. She's getting comfy.
Where's the snack?
She's going to look for one after she gets comfy.
I'm on my way to see my grandmother, who lives through the forest near the brook. Little Red Riding Hood replied. Then she realized how late she was and quickly excused herself, rushing down the path to her grandmother's house.
The wolf, in the meantime, took a shortcut. The wolf, a little out of breath from running, arrived at Grandma's and knocked lady. I know how to say it, just lightly at the door. Oh, thank goodness, dear. Come in. I was very sick that something had happened to you in the forest, said Grandma, thinking that the knock was her granddaughter. The wolf let himself in. Poor Granny did not have time to say another word before the wolf gobbled her up. The wolf let out a satisfied burp, like that, and then poked through Granny's wardrobe find a nightgown that he liked. He added a frailery sleeping cap, and for good measure, dabbed some of Granny's perfume behind his pointy ears. A few minutes later, Red Riding Hood knocked on the door. The wolf jumped into bed and pulled the covers up to her nose. "Who is it?" he called in a crackly voice. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood." "Oh, how lovely. Dear, come in, my dear," croaked the wolf. When Little Red...
What?
Little
I know
Red...
that happened. When?
"Grandmother, your voice sounds so odd. Is something the matter?" she asked. "Oh, I just have a touch of a cold," squeezed the wolf, adding a cough at the end to prove the point. "But grandmother, what big ears you have," said Little Red Riding Hood, as she edged closer to the bed. "The better to hear you with, my dear," replied the wolf. "But grandmother, what big eyes you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to see you with, my dear," replied the wolf.
I want to do the next
"All right, but grandmother would. What big teeth you have." "Better to eat you with, my dear," roared the wolf. He leapt out of the bed and began to chase the little girl. Almost too late, Little Red Riding Hood realized that the person in the bed was not her grandmother, but a hungry wolf. She ran across the room and through the door, shouting "Help!" wolf as loudly as she could. A woodsman who was chopping log nearby heard a cry, ran towards the cottage as fast as he could. He grabbed the wolf and made him split out the poor grandmother, who was a bit frazzled by the whole experience, but still in one piece. "Oh, Grandma, I was so scared," sobbed Little Red Riding Hood. "I'll never speak to strangers or dawdle again in the forest." There, child, you've learned an important lesson. Thank goodness you shouted loud enough for the woodsman to hear you. The woodsman knocked out the wolf and carried him into the deep forest where he wouldn't bother people any longer. Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother had a nice lunch and long chat. In the end.
Thank you. Turn the Fox's 10.
Make sure to subscribe.
Good
And
night.
Wait, what about...
Go ahead. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Also, make sure to subscribe to The Hunt Story. I do Fortnite. I may be a little depressing, but nobody cares. Ow. Spelled H-U-N-T.
in there too.
Spelled H-U-N-T-S-T-O-Y-E-R. Bye.
Bye.